Sheldon, obviously not the outcome that the Marlies wanted, but overall, what was your analysis of today's game?
I thought we had a good third period to push back, and then keep pushing after they get the 2-goal lead. So that was encouraging. I thought that first period was disappointing with the three power play goals, 3 power play opportunities, and then only have 1 goal to come out of that. And then they scored the late goal right at the end of the period, which can't go in. And then the second period was a disaster, both from taking too many penalties and then just being on our heels. So ultimately, we're fortunate to get a point out of here, and Bridgeport deserved every bit of the 2 points that they got.
Kapanen making his return tonight. Your overall thoughts on his play today?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. He played way more than we would like him to play today in his first game back, but he seemed to handle the minutes just fine, and we used him in all situations. And obviously made a big play to set up the tying goal there for us late, so it was a good opportunity for him to get back rolling, and it certainly helped our cause today.
You've had a few looks at Kalinin now. What have been your first initial impressions of him?
I would say he's a guy that's just trying to find his way here, trying to find his way at the American Hockey League level. He's a guy that was sort of playing in the fourth line in the NHL, and when you're in that role, you don't have a lot of puck time, and you're trying to find your ways. He's a guy that I don't know a whole lot about coming into this, but from a statistical standpoint, has never been a guy that scored a whole lot. So I think he's just trying to find his way here. We've got between he and Gauthier and Colin Greening, we've got guys in Brooks Lake. We've got guys all in similar type of situations in terms of what they have been in the NHL. So he's going to try to get comfortable here and find his way and earn his ice time and his opportunity.
He says he'd like to play at the center position. Is there room for him there? I know you just mentioned all those guys are pretty deep.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we have bodies that can play center, but I think it's really open auditions. Who's going to be the guys here now are going to play with some of the more talented people? Who's going to play lower in the lineup? And I would say it's kind of open auditions at this point, and it might even be a winger that ends up playing in there. We don't know. We'll experiment with some different things and see how it goes here. We've got some time to sort through that.
Last year at this time, I guess was sort of the beginning of a big roster upheaval for you for your playoff positioning, with the Leafs calling up so many guys. How's it different for you this year, and how does it make your life different as a coach?
Well, it's it's not a whole lot different in terms of what I'm doing or how I'm going about it. Obviously, our team is in a much different situation here now. We're fighting to compete in the division. It's really tight. It's tight in terms of us trying to catch people up in front of us. It's tight because we got people that are chasing us. We were pretty much in cruise control mode at this point last year, so losing guys wasn't such a big deal. And now we've got people coming in the lineup, Kapanen today, and Leipzig's close, Lindbergh's close, Valyev's getting going. So we've got some different things changing, and Sislo is going to arrive here, which we think is a real nice addition for us. He was a really difficult player to play against and a really important player for Albany last year. And I think he'll add something for us. So, it's good for us to get some more opportunity to get people involved early and try to build something here. And at the same time, we need everybody going. We need to continue to be competitive as a team all the way to the very end of the regular season.
Is there a different vibe with the team this year? Obviously, different personnel and different Leaf circumstances, and fewer opportunities for call-ups and more solidity down here.
I would say it's a little different. You had a number of guys last year that were waiting for their opportunity, and many expected the opportunity to come, and so you're looking beyond what is here. Now we're in it. We're in it. We're engaged. We've kind of fought our way back here from being in last place in the division, and where playoffs were looking like they weren't going to happen for us, and we just kept fighting, and now we've got ourselves in a good spot. So our guys are engaged in it. It's a different vibe for sure. I think it has as much to do with where we are in the standings and who we are as a team compared to last year than perhaps it does with the Leafs situation.
And how's Andrew Nielsen grown as a player?
We think he's really coming. He went through 2 really, really difficult months, and we've put a lot of attention with him. Our development team has put a lot of time spent a lot of time with him. Feel like he's contributing offensively more, but even in addition to that, defensively he's getting better. He was giving up a lot of chances against, and he's really been able to cut down on that. And his confidence seems to be coming back, so that's really good. But there's a lot of work to be done there. We're going to stay on him.
How about Travis?
Travis, he came back from the injury and had a tough time right around the same time with Nielsen, but took him about 3 weeks to a month, and then really got rolling. And I think he's been really consistent, and is back to where he was before the injury. So we've been generally real happy with him. We just want to continue to stay upon him or stay on him to do it all the time, and be a guy that consistently play in the top four and play against the other team's best players, which we've been calling on him to do here a fair bit with Valiev being out. He's done a nice job of it, but he's got to really take that opportunity and run with it.
Lindbergh, Leipzig, Valiev, any of those guys possibility for the weekend?
Valiev and Lindbergh are not possibilities. Leipzig is a possibility, but we're unsure. We're going to see how he gets through practice tomorrow and then make a call there. We've got back-to-back games. I don't expect he'll play both.